MRP, Material Requirement Planning. Material Requirement Planning is a system for calculating the materials and components needed to manufacture a product. So once again I am repeating, Material Requirement Planning is a system for calculating the materials and components needed to manufacture a product. So this MRP, this process, actually it depends on the infrastructure of the company. For different infrastructure, for different resources, this MRP process, that is Material Requirement Planning process, it changes. For small scale industry it may be different, for medium scale industry it may be different. So as per the judgment of the production floor or the production sector, MRP is done. But there are some common points which are taken into consideration for Material Requirement Planning that we are going to discuss today. So first of all, let us see Material Requirement Planning. Before going for Material Requirement Planning, you must have the Master Production Schedule. Once again I am repeating, you are seeing this chart. There you can see a Master Master Production Schedule. And Master Production Schedule, how it can be done? It can be done with the help of 4 basic plans or 4 basic points. First one is order. How many orders you may have in a future, that is called as a forecast. You can see on the screen, forecast is written. Then bill of material which consists of different raw material calculations, means quantity of material, then the requirement of the material availability in the organization, and then inventory, how many resources are stored in a stock. So that is what the inventory. So these 4 points, I am not going in detail, but these 4 points you must take into consideration for preparing Master Production Schedule. So Master Production Schedule, actually it is a vast point. There are a lot of parameters for preparing Master Production Schedule. Here you have to consider also resources available to the production process. That must be also considered. So this is one parameter, but it is very important parameter. You must have the Master Production Schedule on the basis of orders, bill of material, then forecast, and then inventory. On the basis of these 4 points, you must have this MPS, that is called as a Master Production Schedule. And by considering all these points, you must go to Material Requirement Planning. Material Requirement Planning, it consists of basically 4 outputs: purchase orders, then material plan, then work orders, and then reports available to you. So reports you have to generate. Output of MRP is purchase order, obviously, because if you observe that while planning the quantity of material, if you observe that number of raw materials, that is quantity of raw material is less, then you have to put a purchase order. It is a simple logic. If you observe that quantity of material is more than requirement, then you have to plan very specifically for production process. So that is what material plan. This is also output. Then work orders. If according to the number of raw material, that is quantity of raw material available to you, you should put a work orders to the production floor for production process, and reports you have to generate. Reports it may consist of analysis of material utilization, then analysis of material requirement, analysis of available material. All these points which are important to consider in MRP, that you have to analyze properly in order to continue smooth flow of production process. So MRP is important for purchase order, it is important for material plan, it is important for work orders, and it is also important for generating reports. These reports will help us to improve the production process. This is very important point. Now report is actually very detailed. Now we will go ahead and we will discuss about the implementation of softwares in MRP, in automation. Actually, in small scale industry, this MRP is done by using Microsoft Excel. There is no need to go for any kind of advanced software. Microsoft Excel is sufficient for material requirement planning. Their traditional chart is stored in the computer and they are following this traditional chart again and again for years and years to go for the material requirement planning. But there is a plant which manufactures different kind of materials in a day. Variety of materials are manufactured in a day. So there must be use of special purpose software. For example, SAP is one software, SAP. It's information you will get on youtube.com in detail. But SAP is an advanced software. As per the requirement of the industry, customized softwares. It means that as per the requirement of production process, customized softwares are provided to the MNCs for material requirement planning. SAP is just an example. So MRP, it is different for different industry, but these points we are discussing, these are just common. If you go in depth, the bill of material is also vast point. The bill of material, it consists of almost all material requirement planning, because it consists of every activity is recorded in bill of material movement. The raw material movement, finished product movement, then availability material, all these records are included in bill of material. So it must be considered, and bill of material is also done with the help of SAP software. So these tutorials are also available on youtube.com. You will proceed and you can see for the extra knowledge. So this MRP, why it is important? The very first objective, now we will discuss the objective. Why it is important? Very first thing, production rate should not be hampered. Production rates, suppose one production floor, it is decided to manufacture 100 components in 8 hours per day. Working hours 8 hours, and during these 8 hours 100 components they want to manufacture. It should not be hampered because of unavailability of material or any kind of resources. So this is a very important point to be considered. Then smooth flow of material should happen during production process. Again I am repeating this sentence. Smooth flow of smooth flow of material during production process must happen. Because there should not be a single breakdown during the production process. It should not happen that one machine is there's sitting blankly, there is not a single work happening on that machine for 5 minutes. So that 5 minutes also cost more in production process. in production process, minute and second is also important for increasing the production rate. So final objective of that MRP or bill of material, it is that production rate should not be hampered. So we must be ready in advance before starting the production process. Now output of material requirement planning, it is told that purchase order. In some cases I have observed that initially customer demand is to manufacture only 500 components. Now the customer is asking for more 500 components, means his or her demand is increased. Now what he should do? So in this case, purchase order, we have to place a purchase order for purchasing raw material again. So you must understand this philosophy, and sometimes it may happen your second purchase order for raw material, it may be delayed because of some problems, and there you have to you may stop the production process because of unavailability of extra raw material for second order. So you must be ready for second order also, third order also, and that is all dependent on forecasting during master production schedule. This parameter should be considered during master production schedule, that is MPS, that customer may place extra order, and for this purpose whether do you have extra raw material or not. So this must be taken into consideration. So therefore purchase orders are placed in advance. Then work orders. So if you want to manufacture 500 components for this particular delivery of the customer, whether you have raw material availability or not, see, again I am telling the same thing, but work order must consist of quantity of raw material is delivered to production department, and they must manufacture all these products on the basis of quantity of raw material provided to them. So this parameter they should consist of. So work order, it is not just like that you manufacture 500 components. It is a detailed explanation of how you have to proceed for manufacturing process. Again I am reading, it consists of detailed process how you have to proceed for manufacturing process. For example, work order it will consist of drawing, machine drawing, product design. It will consist of plan of manufacturing. It will consist of quantity of raw material which is provided to you for manufacturing. It will consist of different gauging devices and required resources available to you for manufacturing process, human resources, etc. So all these things are included in work orders, and that is happening only in the organization. So this is important. Then reports, as at the start itself I discussed with you what it consists of. It consists of detailed record of material movement, whether it is utilized or not. Because of a late entry of material in the production process, there may be a delay in manufacturing. This kind of activities also recorded in reports. So these reports are helpful for improving a production process. Again I am repeating, these reports are helpful for improving production process. Just example we will discuss. Suppose it is observed that one material travel from one machine to the another machine, and it takes a span of only 15 to 20 seconds. 20 seconds we will consider. So for increasing the production process, it is decided to have a minimum travel time for ट्रांसफरिंग प्रोडक्ट रॉ मटेरियल फ्रॉम वन मशीन टू द अनदर मशीन। अगर आपको एक प्रोडक्ट एक मशीन